Hi guys, this is Sakshi and I welcome you all on the daily course to learn new root words to expand your vocabulary. I hope these lessons are helping you immensely and you guys are enjoying being a part of these lessons. So let us begin with our today's lesson. It is presented by me, Sakshi Saluja, your educator on Unacademy. This is a small slide about me. I am an MBA postgraduate. I'm a freelance content developer. I love to read, write, watch movies, watch English series. Also, if my lessons are helping you in any way whatsoever and you enjoy watching them, please follow me on this link on Unacademy so that whenever I make a new lesson and post it on the website, you are notified for the same. If you have any doubts, any feedbacks regarding the lessons or otherwise, please post them in the comment section. Also, do not forget to rate, review, recommend and share the lesson among maximum people once you have benefited from the lesson. So, our today's root word is clam or claim. Okay, so wherever you see the word clam or claim, you know it means something related to shout or to cry out. Okay, to shout out loudly, to cry out for something. So that's the meaning of the Latin word clam or claim. Okay, so let us see our words which emanate from this root word. Our first word for today is proclaim. Now proclaim we all have heard, but let's understand the meaning of the word. Proclaim, now since it has a root word claim, it will mean something relating to shout, okay, to announce something. So the meaning is to announce something officially or publicly, okay. So the meaning is clear with the sentence. When you say the government proclaimed that it will provide relief measures to the heavy rain affected areas. So the government proclaimed, announced publicly that we will help those areas in terms of, in monetary terms, in terms of supplies, we will help them to come back to resiliate from the hazards of the rain, the heavy rain which has afflicted that area. So proclaim means to announce officially or publicly. So the government proclaims. So that's how we can use it. Okay. So the government announced. So to shout out, to announce is relating it to the root word and that's the meaning. So this is how you can use it. Our next word for today is clamor. Now clamor has a root word clam. Okay. Clamor basically is a loud or a confused noise, which is especially that of people shouting. Also, clamor is done by people when they ask for something loudly. Okay, when they demand something in a fit of rage, when people demand something that we want it, so they raise a clamor. So they do it in a clamor. So when you say when the singer lip-synced his songs in the concert, the angry spectators clamored for refund. So this is just a sentence, not referring to a particular personality. I would like to clear. So this sentence means that the spectators, they had bought the ticket of the concert. They were expecting that the singer would sing the songs himself. Okay, and the singer would sing the songs live. But what did the singer do? Unexpectedly, he lip-synced all his songs. So the spectators, they felt cheated. They felt cheated and they demanded for the refund because they were agitated. They were not happy with the concert. They had paid so much. They were not happy with the performance. So they wanted a refund. So you can imagine the level of agitation over there. Okay. So they were demanding refunds. So they clamored. Alright. So they were actually in a fit of an emotion. When you have that kind of an emotion, you clamor for something, you demand for your thing. Okay, you demand for your rights, you demand for the thing to be returned. So that is how you can say that it means a loud or confusing noise. When people clamor, it means that they are agitated over something and they demand something back. So it is related to the root word to shout. So that's the usage. You can use it in sentences this way. Our next word for today is acclaim. Acclaim is having the root word claim, and it means to praise enthusiastically and publicly. Now it's important that you praise publicly, okay? So it's kind of a public announcement of praise, okay? So when you praise somebody, personally, that will not be acclaim, okay? But when you do it on a bigger platform, publicly when you do it, then that is called acclaim. So it is very much related to the root word. So let us see the example. Her performance was acclaimed by the critics. So the critics, they acclaimed the performance, they liked the performance, they praised the performance, okay? So the critics will obviously, how will they do it? They will give it on news channels, they will give it on print media that, okay, her performance was good. So it is kind of announcing publicly, alright? So that's how you can use the word acclaim. Our next word for today is reclaim. Now reclaim is again having the root word claim. Reclaim basically means to retrieve something that you have lost, okay? To retrieve something, to recover something. So when you have lost something, you want to retrieve it, you want to recover it, and you do it with, full force. You demand something, you shout for it that I want it back. So that's the reclaiming, okay? So for example, when you say in a sentence, she reclaimed her land after a court case. So she had a disputed land which was in her name. For example, it was a land which was in her name, and because of some dispute, some other person was also claiming his possession over the land. So because of that, she had to fight a court case. So when she fought the court case, she got the land. So we will say that she reclaimed her land because she fought for it. She fought for her right that this was her land. So she reclaimed the land. That's how we can say. Our next word for today is disclaim. Now disclaim is again having the root word claim. Disclaim means to refuse to acknowledge something, okay? Now you must have heard disclaimer, the word disclaimer, okay? So before every movie, before every serial, before every ad, there's a disclaimer, okay? That disclaimer, have you ever read what a disclaimer is? Disclaimer is basically to say that for whatever coincidence, like in a movie when you see a disclaimer, they say that if the whatever the similarities between the characters or some real life person or somebody, the similarities are mere coincidence, okay? And we are not responsible for any kind of we have not done it, we have not copied it, so, or we have not tried to harm any animal or somebody during the disclaimer, okay? That means if whatever is if for example arises, okay, word spreads about the movie or something arises against the movie, then the movie people have, the director has that a fact that I had given a disclaimer. That means I don't acknowledge any facts which you are quoting for the case. So whatever facts you have taken against me in the case, I am not responsible for it. So if they give a disclaimer, they they protect themselves from any such court cases or any such negative publicity which may arise. So disclaimer is basically given to protect yourself, and you say that I am not responsible for anything wrong, okay? That's a disclaimer. So you refuse to acknowledge anything related to that. So whenever you give a disclaimer, you say that I am not responsible for this particular thing, so I am giving a disclaimer. So when you say the CEO disclaimed all the responsibility of bankruptcy of the company, he completely denied to acknowledge the responsibility or whatever events led to the bankruptcy of the company, the CEO completely disclaimed, okay? He completely disowned the fact that I was responsible, okay? So that's how you just shed the responsibility. You say I am not responsible for it. So that's what is disclaiming something, okay? So this was it in this lesson. I hope the words are very clear to you and you are understanding how to use them in sentences also. There are many more root words that we have in our list. Hopefully by the end of the course you will have around 30 to 35 root words in your kitties. Also, the meanings of the words which emanate from those root words will also add to your vocabulary bank. So that's a good number, and the tip for you to retain is basically how you can retain is by using the words. Okay, if you use the words, then only it will, you know, bear fruits for you, because if you see the video and you get it, you don't use it, then there's no point. So it's better to use the words wherever possible, because see, every word has a different meaning and where it can be used. So in different situations, we are trying, through sentences, we are trying to see where a particular word can fit in. Okay, so in those different situations you can use it. In your real life situations also, when you use the words, then only you will be able to retain them and the motive of the lessons will be fulfilled. So in my next lesson, I'll be coming up with another root word for you and the words which emanate from it and their meanings. So hope to see you there. Until then, keep learning, keep growing. Thanks for watching.